Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Unbreakable Yellow Was in My Hero Academia. So, the Unbreakable Yellow is a man that can basically he can't be killed so easily because of his power, like the abilities of Infinity and Zero, and he can't be like. He would be like the one day he's just like, or he actually has a quirk, two quirks, or actually one quirk that is sound manipulation, basically, or mute. That's mute, mute music or sound. So he could be walking around, and no one would hear his footsteps. If he hits a wall, there won't be a sound. It would be just done. Yeah. And yeah. But he's so powerful that even like I'm gonna yeah. So So let's begin. So his father was a nuclear, or he was working at nuclear reactor or nuclear plant. There he was like creating like nuclear rods to like help him understanding. So, and the day came of his. So his father ends up taking him. Of course, his mother couldn't take him because it was basically took him into literal danger. So, yeah. This is a question for you. If you had his parents, one would work at the nuclear plant, and the other is a pro hero, which one would you choose to go with? For me, it would be like choosing to be with a pro hero thing instead of working at a nuclear plant. So his father brings him to the nuclear facility, or his work, and then the let's say some guy was like monitoring it and trying to see, but the nuclear rod runs were. He's at age of 5. He just got his quirk checked. So the guy was like, okay, when they hit, then the nuclear rod went now dysfunction, and it's about to destroy the entire facility. So his own son was so calm that even like he walks in because Zero is making him immune to radiation. So basically, all the radiation that he normally would kill a guy, but with Power Zero can absorb the radiation, so he's unharmed. So he goes in to the lake there, and it's about to explode as he jumps into the water. Or let's say, yeah. So he straightens it up. And of course, but it was too late. So after he jumps out of water, he's about to. So he, as the guy that was working on it, straight up left the kid unattended. And his father, and his, or of course his father and the rest of the coworkers ran out of building. But when it exploded, nothing happened. Because because Unbreakable Yellow, you know that one scene where, I'm trying to remember, from the X-Men First Class thing, where the guy literally absorbs the attack, or like explosion. Well, Unbreakable Yellow, they always call him Yellow, absorbs the attack, like that same thing. And he's like, okay. And he basically, yeah. Was inside of him. So, I'm yawning. So, yeah, what? No way. So, yeah. So let's do a time skip to 15. So he's 15 years old, and he's more calm, he's still calm. He's more happy. So he goes to UA. He's in class 1B. As everybody's like, man. So then he joins class 1B. Because, yeah. And he basically is like, hangs out with like Rinko and rest of them, because he sees them as his own family. So then so he throws a ball. As they thought he didn't like throw a ball. But then when he actually did. But it was like he had no sound to it. And the Blood Hero looks at the monitor on his device. He got like the infinity Yeah. As he's like, man. So, as Blood Hero asks him what his quirk is. Oh, mine? Or actually, one of the students says that. What's your quirk? Well, it's muted sound. Basically, whenever I do things, like, it's, I'll just walk around. So then he walks around as they thought they they want to hear him like walking around, but then there's no sound coming out of his footsteps. Like, you know how like us humans have could like stomp really loud? Yeah. Well, Zuko, or well, Yellow knows when he's like, it's like that new creature that's about to come in, yeah, or that someone made. So then he so his yeah. So they're like, man, you're so muted. Then as he neutralizes the sound, you're pretty good in for like stealth missions because no one would probably hear you coming. Huh, yeah. As everybody's like, we're so jealous of ya. Don't be. The sometimes I only hear myself anyway. So as yeah. So then the given the USJ this time he basically I mean, it was so like quiet that even like or actually at USJ he was hold on just to make sure okay good on time okay so he ends up going to US or no to the sports festival. He's like okay so he says or they said 3, 2, 1 as Todoroki creates an ice barrier after he went through. Of course, he ends up making it through as he went right past Todoroki came with enough force. Uh, Like he even like he was so quiet that even like you could hear a pin drop. And it doesn't affect his voice. Or it can, but he hasn't gone fully awake yet. And yeah. So yeah. So then Zuko ends up being a happy guy. Or Yellow who went right past the yeah. So then the brain dude or so not brain dude, the so now the cavalry battle and somehow he made his entire team go super like muted, like basically super quiet, as they all as he walks around grabbing like the headbands without even everyone knowing that they're there. As everybody's like, where did all of them go? I don't know. But I sure do know that as so then the cavalry battle ends, and then the fight one, the quiet one, or yellow, or his hero name is Unbreakable. So, yeah, that's what he goes for, Unbreakable. So then he ends up going, like, battling against Todoroki. He, as they thought he was gonna die, but then he walks around Todoroki fast as Todoroki's not even acknowledging because yeah, and he knocks out Todoroki with a single punch to the side, sending him flying out of the ring, knocking Todoroki out. As they're like, what just happened? As he says, man, I really get underneath of an opponent's skin, that is an eye. As he starts giggling at himself. As his mother was there, as she knows that he's that kind of kid that he's always like happy, and he's also stealthy when he's using his quirk. And he gets under his skin, so yeah. So then, yeah. But, yeah. So, after that stuff goes on, the Zuko goes over, or actually, so then the internship thing, he goes for the, I'm trying to think, the native. So, yeah. But a native was basically, because that's after the sports festival, and yeah, so then the native went and tried to like kill, or like trying to bring Hero Killer Stain, but Hero Killer Stain tries to like kill the fake heroes, as a kid comes in with a haymaker and like punches him in the back, sending him flying as knocking him out as he picks him up. Man, you really do get under people's skin. So then after that, basically Zuko, or so Yellow, Unbreakable, was like, yeah. Now, so then he focused on the Nomus. So, yeah. As the Nomus are actually, he has this weird sense. So he saw the flying Nomu. Oh, and he actually was the friend of Zuko, actually. I forgot to mention that. When they were 3 years old, he was hanging out with Zuko Doria. Yeah. So then at age of 5, like before actually one of the days, he asks him, "What's his quirk? What's your quirk, Zuko?" "I'm quirkless." "Huh, that's okay. Yeah. No matter if you're quirkless or it doesn't really matter to me. If you're quirkless or none, then you're always going to be a hero at heart. At your heart." Right? Plus, because he went to a different quirk doctor, but a doctor of quirks and abilities. So yeah, so his friend, or so Yellow gives or asks Zuko that if he wants a quirk, just ask me. As he says, "Are you sure? It's pretty depressing." "Not to me." Here. As he opens his hand, as a ball of light comes out. And no, it wasn't the radiation one. It's the... So he gives it to Zuko. And Zuko's became quirked. And his quirk that he gave him was the combined of 3 Del fruits from One Piece. The Brooks's revive fruit. The Nico Robbins is like copy thing. And the third is the flame fruit. Yeah. Fused together. So, yeah. So then Zuko walks up, or runs up, and hugs him. "I'm so happy to have you as a friend." Yeah. So then he ends up going to... So Zuko was also gains a quirk from All Might. So Zuko has 4 quirks. I'm counting the One for All as its own quirk, so it's basically 4. So, yeah. So, yeah. So then Unbreakable Yellow was pretty powerful. Okay, so after I'm skipping the Camp Park, at the All Might vs. All for One, the All for One's about to kill All Might by shooting a beam of light. As the beam of light comes in, as they thought he was gonna, or they all thought All Might was gonna die, but then a miracle happened. Form of Yellow. As Yellow puts his hand up in the air, or right in front of his body, as the attack, or he absorbs the attack, as he's like, "Okay, you're one weird herd guy that I ever met. And All for One." And as All for One looks over, and he's like, how did Yellow, haired kid, and showed up out of nowhere? As he picks up as he turns around, he grabs, or he tells All Might that, leave All for One to me. I'll happily do it. As he turns around, as he, like, ready, set, go. As they both, like, went toe-to-toe with each other's. And Zuko ends up, or actually Yellow, Unbreakable Yellow, was basically is using his power to cancel the All for One's taking abilities. Yeah. So, yeah. So then All for One had no chance. So then, Yellow wins, and So this is what Zuko, or this is what Yellow looks like when he was battling against the All for One. Had full power. Yeah. So, and then so after that, the next day, Invisible Girl, I won't bring her up, but she's in Class 1A. She's in Class 1A. And, because I know that she doesn't have clothes on, so that's why I'm, like, not going over to there, because of her. So, she ends up asking him out, because if they had invisible quirk mixed with, like, muting all the, they would have probably had a kid that could do perfect stealth. So, So, they do. And, so it was pretty quiet. Right? And, this is going to be the end of the What If, so tomorrow, I don't remember. I think I'm going back to the old roots things, of what if Moo was in My Hero Academia, or Mono, who was in My Hero Academia. One of those, and then the new What If. Through this video, I've been giving you hints, like obvious hints. I am going to do, let's see how much time. I am going to do, or this is just a fill-in thing. So, so it's what if Zuko was, or became the king of these guys. So, if this video gets 100 likes, or actually one or more likes, then I'll do it. So, so now this is the end. So, please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and do all the things that YouTubers say. And hit that little bell. Peace out, y'all. Peace.